Hello, my name is Chandan Singh Sabharwal and welcome to my channel Cosmic Effect. Today I am going to be discussing a core concept in Vedic Astrology which is known as Manglik or Kuja Dosha. Manglik or Kuja Dosha is associated with planet Mars or Mangal and is a very feared concept in Vedic Astrology. This is one of the concepts or one of the yogas that is used persistently by Vedic astrologers and pandits to make people submit into expensive yajnas, pujas, anushtans and to extort money out of them. Today I will be discussing how Manglik Dosh arises in the horoscope, how its effects are mitigated by simple planetary aspects in the chart, and I will be sharing a very simple and effective remedy that will not cost you a lot of money. You will not have to go anywhere and you will definitely get 100% results in reducing the evilness or completely getting rid of Manglik Dosh in your chart if it exists in a period of 1 year. So first let's understand that what is Manglik Dosh. As I have earlier mentioned that Manglik Dosh is associated with the planet Mars. Mars is a warrior. He is warrior mentality, fighter, aggressive by nature, and Mars is very forceful in his nature. So Mars is a soldier, he is a Kshatriya, he is Agni Tattva, base is Agni Tattva. So his mentality is to be aggressive and forceful, full of valor, full of vigor. And because he is a soldier, he is always ready to get his point made across with aggression. Now, Shukra is the Karaka for marriage and love affairs and relationships. So when we are getting married, we are looking for these qualities in the opposite partner. But what happens is that if you find a person who is Mars mentality with regards to relationships, Mars mentality overall is a different scenario, but Mars mentality manifesting in relationships is what causes Manglik Dosh. So the person is aggressive in relationships, he is forceful in relationships, he wants to get his favors done, he wants to get his affairs by the use of force or physical force or mental force or whatever way he may deem to be fit, but he wants to get his job done. This does not always work out in the best interest of the other partner because not everybody is aggressive by nature. Some people are timid and they may perceive forcefulness to be a form of intimidation and violence. So Manglik Dosh arises when Mars is placed in the second or the Dhan Bhav, Mars is placed in the fourth or the Sukh Bhav, Mars is placed in the sixth or the Ari Bhav, Mars is placed in the seventh or the Yuvati Bhav, Mars is placed in the eighth or the Ashtam Bhav, and Mars is placed in the 12th or the Vyay Bhav. In these particular placements of Mangal, Manglik Dosh arises. I have mentioned the 6th or Ari Bhav, which is not mentioned in classical text, but based on hundreds of client readings I have done over the past 6 years, I have noticed that Mangal, if placed in the 6th house, also validates a very effective and working Manglik Yoga. Why these houses are mentioned and why Mangal in these placements is not so favorable towards marital affairs, love affairs, relationships. So we will discuss that. Second house is the 8th from the 7th house, so which indicates the longevity of the marriage itself. So if a malefic Mars is placed in the second house, the longevity of wife, the longevity of married affairs, the longevity of relationships will not be too much. So the relationships will basically end too soon. The partner may fall ill, the partner may die, you may quarrel or fight with the partner, there may be physical abuse, domestic violence. So all these things are there. If Mars is placed in the 4th house, he directly aspects 7th house of marriage with his full aspect. So he basically influences affairs of marriage again. And this time, the longevity will not be endangered, but because Mars is placed in the 4th house, There will be lack of peace in the person with regards to relationships. So the person will never be at peace. He will always feel angered, and because of that, he will vent out his anger on the partner. If Mars is placed in the sixth house, sixth being the 12th or the house of laws to marital affairs of seventh house, the person may lose his partner, or the person may become an enemy of the partner, and because of enmity, there may be a loss of the relationship. If Mars is self is placed in the seventh house, then person will exert physical pressure, person will exert violence, person will show traits of stubbornness, adamancy. So all these things will be manifested in the relationship itself because Mars is occupying seventh house of marriage. If Mars is occupying eighth house, the person's partner may die. Yogas of widowhood, early death of the partner will arise. If Mars is placed in the 12th house, again loss of partner due to enmity, due to misunderstandings, due to violence, due to anger, due to frustration, due to any other planets also that Mars is interacting with, depends on chart to chart. So all these placements are triggering such instances of behavior of Mars with regards to marital affairs and relationships and love affairs. Manglik dosh arises from three pivots, from ascendant, from moon ascendant, and from Venus counted as ascendant. It is strongest from Venus counted as ascendant, a little lower in intensity from moon ascendant, and the lowest in intensity from ascendant. Now, as I said that Mars behavior is not what is wanted in Venusian affairs, so that is why Manglik dosh is strongest from Venus ascendant or Shukra Lagna. How does Manglik dosh get mitigated or subdued? Full moon, exalted moon, benefic Mercury, benefic Venus, benefic Jupiter. If all these planets, any of them, any 1, 2 or 3 or more associate with Mars in any way in the horoscope, the effects are lessened. If Mars is placed in Airy Tattvas, 3, 7, 11, the person will be delusional about affairs. If Mars is placed in Watery Tattvas, the person will be very, very violent because Mars is niche or debilitated in Jal Tattva. If Mars is placed in Agni Tattva Rasis, which are 1, 5 and 9, the person will be forceful, but he will not harm the other person because Mars can control his fire in that element. If Mars is placed in Earthy Tattvas 2, 6 and 10 Rasis, the person will never do physical harm to the person, but in such cases where Manglik dosh is arising, the effects are highly mitigated and subdued because Mangal gets exalted in Prithvi Tattva, which is Capricorn. So trinal rasis of the same also give such exalted results. Now, how do you go about remedying a malefic Mangal who is causing Manglik dosh? Manglik dosh can occur in Rasi chart, Manglik dosh can occur in D9 Navamsa divisional chart, Manglik dosh can occur in D60 divisional Shashtiyamsa chart. So if Manglik dosh is occurring in 1, 2 or 3 or all of them, then remedies for Mangal are a must. Orange dal, which is also known as masoor or lentil, should be donated equal to your weight on Tuesday. You can do the entire weight in one Tuesday. You can divide your weight into n number of portions and equally divide and distribute on so many Tuesdays. But you must do it continuously. There must be no break in between. And you must take a vow before you start doing such donation. After you complete one round, you will find that the effects are a little low. So you count how many Navamsas Mars has travelled in your chart. How to count Navamsas, I will do a separate video, so look out for that. If you already know, you can count how many Navamsas Mars has travelled. So maximum Navamsas a planet can travel in a chart is 9. So what I am trying to say, if Mars has travelled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it has travelled, that many rounds of your personal weight you have to donate that particular dal, which is orange dal in this case on Tuesday. And you will find that you are completely getting rid of Manglik dosh from your life for a lifetime period. So once you do this remedy, the effects are for lifetime and you will not have to repeat this remedy. You will not have to do yearly havan, yearly yagya, yearly anushthan, and this is a very simple, cost effective and easy remedy that anybody can do without the use or without the need and guidance of a person who will claim to be a Vedic Pandit or an expert in Vedic Shastras and rituals. And this is the reason they are using to extort money from people. So I hope that you found this video to be useful. I would like to share one more point. You can also donate red coral on Tuesday to a person who is needy. You can worship Hanumanji with sindoor on Tuesdays, and you can also be friendly and courtesan towards watchmen and security people, because these are the people who are denoted Mars. You can also be kind and helpful to your younger brothers and sisters, because they are also directly related to Mars. So you must also change your attitude in society, in nature. You must try to control your anger, because anger itself is manifested malefic Mars. If you can learn to control your anger, Mars will not have any malefic effect on you. So always learn to control your temper and you will be better off in life. I hope that you found this video to be useful. You can subscribe to my channel for more content, and I wish you all very good luck.